All right. So, Dr. Laura's in a little bit of trouble. Now, a lot of you all are not familiar with Dr. Laura, but in the 80s, 90s, she got into a little bit of trouble with gay people. Originally, she talked as much dirt about gay people as possible, so her show was promptly canceled. I mean, straight canceled that sucker. So she was off TV. Bam-a-lamma. Now, black people, especially the ones who are thinking, know that if you have certain type of prejudice, then that means you have prejudice elsewhere. Now, Dr. Laura has been notorious for being mean to her callers and stuff like that, so most liberals believe if you're stupid enough to call her, then you get what you deserve. But what they did not know was that Dr. Laura was also a racist. Yeah, you see how that prejudice goes hand in hand? If you're prejudiced one way, then you're going to be prejudiced the other way. And that is exactly what she is. And, you know, it kind of goes along the lines of age as well. Old white people, you know, have a higher percentage of a chance of being completely racist. And you can tell by, yes, who voted for Barack Obama and who didn't. And all that's going to be actually in what Dr. Laura has to say. Now, for us, on the other hand, which is really interesting, is the fact that it's an African-American woman. You know, these same African-American women who are sitting up there talking about they want something new and how great the white man is and how much better he is than every black man on the planet and how she can just do so much better with him. So here is the African-American woman in her problem, her something new, biting her in the booty again. Absolutely hilarious. So let's take a listen.
Aid, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura.
Hi.
I'm having an issue with my husband where I'm starting to grow very resentful of him. I'm black and he's white. We've been around some of his friends and family members who start make racist comments as if I'm not there or if I'm not black. And my husband ignores those comments, and it hurts my feelings. And then he just acts like he
Well, can you give me an example of a racist comment? Because sometimes people are hypersensitive. So tell me give me two good examples of racist comments.
Okay, last night, good example. We had a neighbor come over, and this neighbor, every time he comes over, it's always a black comment. It's, oh, well, how do you black people like doing this, and do black people really like doing that? And for a long time, I would ignore it. But last night, I got to the point
I don't think that's racist.
Well, the stereotype.
I don't think that's racist. No, I think that, no. I think that's, well, listen, without giving much thought, a lot of blacks voted for Obama simply because he was half black. Didn't matter what he was going to do in office. It was a black thing. You got to know that. That's not a surprise. Not everything that somebody says. We had friends over the other day. Got about 35 people here. The guys who were going to start playing basketball. I was going to go out and play basketball. My bodyguard and my dear friend is a black man. And I said, white men can't jump. I want you on my team. That was racist? That was funny.
How about the N-word, though? The N-word's been thrown around.
Black guys use it all the time. Turn on HBO, listen to a black comic, and all you hear is nigger, nigger, nigger. I don't get it. If anybody without enough melanin says it, it's a horrible thing. But when black people say it, it's affectionate. It's very confusing. Don't hang up. I want to talk to you some more. Don't go away. I'm Dr. Laura Schlesinger. I'll be right back.
So, let me do this with you guys. Let me go ahead and let me say a couple of things about racist. Number one, when you hear a white person start out with you talking about hypersensitivity, and you being black and hypersensitive, that is a racist. They don't have to say a word after that. All they have to do is say hypersensitive. And you know that at that moment, you are talking to a racist. Number two, did you notice that the African-American woman, all she said was N-word? And Dr. Laura immediately said, nigger, nigger, nigger.
How about the N-word? So the N-word's been thrown around.
Black guys use it all the time. Turn on HBO, listen to a black comic, and all you hear is nigger, nigger, nigger.
That's a race. This chick don't even, she's so racist. She don't even know she's racist. Woman said N-word, she immediately says nigger, nigger, nigger. The show's over right there. It's done right at that moment. Nobody caught it, but I'm the cavalry. It is what it is. I am what I am. The cavalry. Let's listen to some more.
I'm Dr. Laura Schlesinger talking to Jade. What did you think about during the break, by the way?
I was a little caught back by the N-word that you spewed out, I have to be honest with you. But my point is race relations.
Oh, then I guess you don't watch HBO or listen to any black comedians.
But that doesn't make it right. I mean, race is a big
My
thing.
dear, the point I am trying to make
to another level that's unacceptable.
Yeah, we got a black man as president, and we have more complaining about racism than ever. I mean, I think that's hilarious.
But I think, honestly, because there's more white people afraid of a black man taking over the nation.
They're afraid.
If you want to be honest about it.
Dear, they voted him in. Only 12% of the population's black. Whites voted him in.
It was the younger generation that did it. It wasn't the older white people who did it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Chip on your shoulder. I can't do much about that. Yeah, I think you have too much sensitivity and not enough sense of humor. Well, it depends how it's said.
Is it okay to say that word? Is it ever okay to say that word?
It depends how it's said. Black guys talking to each other seem to think it's okay.
But you're not black. They're not black.
I see. So a word is restricted to race. Got it. Can't do much about that.
I can't believe someone like you is on the radio spewing out the nigger word, and I hope everybody
I didn't spew out the nigger word.
Nigger.
Right. I said that's what you hear.
Heard it.
Yes, they did.
I hope everybody heard it. So
they did, and I'll say it again. Nigger, nigger, nigger is what you hear on HB. Why don't you let me finish a sentence?
Okay.
Don't take things out of context. Don't double NAACP me. Leave them in context.
Means, and I know it came from a white person, and I know the white person made it bad.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can't have this argument. You know what? If you're that hypersensitive about color and don't have a sense of humor, don't marry out of your race. If you're going to marry out of your race, people are going to say, okay, what do blacks think? What do whites think? What do Jews think? What do Catholics think? Of course there isn't a one think per se, but in general, there's think. And what I just heard from Jade is a lot of what I hear from black think. And it's really distressing and disturbing. And to put it in its context, she said the N-word, and I said on HBO, listening to black comics, you hear nigger, nigger, nigger. I didn't call anybody a nigger. Nice try, Jade. Actually, sucky try. Need a sense of humor.
Now, wasn't that interesting? Now, first of all, let me go ahead and say this as well. This whore, Dr. Laura, she's a doctor of physiology. So basically, she's qualified to teach gym. And they got all these people calling up as if she's a doctor of some type of psychology. And let's take a look at these nudie pics. This complete whore was cheating on her first husband with a dude who was 30 years older than her, who got her started out in radio. And she let him take nudie shots of her. Now, if that's not a hoe, I don't know what is a hoe. She's a hoer. She had sex with him, cheated on her first husband so she can get into radio. And now she's saying the N-word all over the place. What a racist hoer. This African-American woman, she actually called up to get help from a complete racist to why her husband was racist and his friends were racist. Well, see, we've been trying to tell you, African-American women, that racism originated from white men, especially the older that they are. They lived through an era of being evil and racist to black people. The reason why black men have no problem in interracial relationships is because they have heavier scrutiny when it comes to who they choose as a partner. We're just smarter at it. You all have a level of racism within yourselves that you was put into probably your heads by your mama. That you all grow up hating black men because your mama hated black men because she screwed a fool. So therefore she blames all the other black men on the planet for her mistake of screwing a fool. She picked an irresponsible fool, so she got an irresponsible life, and now she has a bunch of irresponsible children. So therein lies why the white man and the black woman have such great electricity with each other, is because they have a central hate against black men. So they mate. Anyway, I'm just talking shit. But she thought that she would be okay with the white guy and his white friend. So she's sitting up there like, they keep asking me questions about, you know, being black and all that. Well, Dr. Laura's like, well, they're just curious. In 2010, curious about what?